I'm not going to go all the way in because there is a point where I won't be able to see my feet anymore. The car kept going until it ended up here and crashed into this tree. As you can see, the car is still over there. A roof that fell into this parking lot. This is the Atlantic North Hotel. While Henry was at the front of the store wrestling with the thief, his mom came back here and grabbed pepper spray and this baton. Well, hey, this one, back streets back. All right.
She's good.
And again, that road to recovery, they are anticipating to be a long one. Hopeful mood out here today. A lot of people have been praying together. I've heard people listening to gospel music together. And you said you have younger family members yourself. Tell me about what you were feeling when you heard that there was a 3-year-old missing from your community.
We also wanted to hear from you guys. I think it's too early.
Yeah, I
John,
think it's too early too. I think we need to get things getting out of the way first.
That is how I am too. And I spoke with Casey. She says it's too early.
Yeah.
Today was a day to remember Deputy Farrah Turner, her gracious smile, the selflessness of a friend, and lessons learned along the way. ABC 15's Taggart Hauk was in Florence today as family and friends honored her life. There are still ways you can test whether or not the UV rays are getting through your sunglasses to your eyes. Use a UV flashlight and a bill that has a seal. If you shine the light through your sunglasses and can still see the seal, your eyes are not protected. Well, Chris, Henry Wynn's family has owned that Chevron for over 20 years and have never had anything like this happen. He tells me he didn't have time to be scared. He just sprung into action. Henry Wynn started his day at the same Chevron on Forestdale Boulevard his family has owned for years.
I pretty much have every angle but the little spot that he was at.
But this particular day, someone lurking down the snack aisle caught him off guard.
Getting ready to check out for the night, and then of course I did notice him coming in and out and walking around shopping like a normal person.
What happened next was something many wouldn't try doing.
And I didn't really plan on doing it, it just kind of happened. I just saw the opportunity and I just took it.
Wynn was approached by an unmasked man with a gun. He didn't see the man coming, but quickly began wrestling him. The surveillance video shows Wynn trying his hardest to get the gun out of the man's hands.
When he got closer, that's when I saw the opportunity to grab the gun from him.
While Henry was at the front of the store wrestling with the thief, his mom came back here and grabbed pepper spray and this baton.
I didn't want to shoot him, so I just went after him with a nightstick just to make sure something happened to him to know that it wasn't an easy task.
He hit the man.
I might have injured him, which I kind of felt like he was backing off as I was hitting him.
And attempted to destroy his car.
Broke his headlight, windshield, side windows, back window, and at that time he was driving off already.
That day may not have ended like most days at the Chevron on Forestdale Boulevard, but Wynn is still in good spirits.
He actually ended up leaving with, less than what he came with. So I guess that's a plus.
That only a portion of northeast Alabaster is directly affected, but they are erring on the side of caution and issuing that notice throughout the entire city just in case. Now that break threw a wrench in some plans today, but some people are making the very best out of it. Water main breaks don't happen often in Alabaster, but when they do.
The cooking and you can't watch, you got to boil the water, and it's kind of put a strain on things.
Several North Alabaster homes and businesses had little to no water much of Wednesday, some even closing their doors for the day.
Some fathers got them burgers that be banging. Wings, tacos, tenders, po' boys that be slaying.
But not everyone.
I'm not surprised that he thought up something,
William Cholowinski is making lemonade out of the sour situation.
We got cheesesteaks, chicken Phillies, buffalo chicken cheese fries. I got a burger. And we got wings and tenders, so we're a little bit limited.
Limited, but not prohibited, thanks to his food trucks and gallons of water to wash hands and dishes.
I mean, you can choose to be miserable. You can choose to let it ruin your day. You can choose to let it just wreck what you got going on. But there's a plan.
A plan he says was God's plan.
Sometimes you gotta get a little angry. You gotta take a step back, do a little praying. But from there, the most important thing is to be willing to listen and open your eyes to what he's trying to show you.
And just like that, a sour situation turned sweet.
Let's grow and grab some grub. I'll give you hunger hugs. To fathers, man, it's all about the love.
Now, Alabaster City Schools disconnected all water fountains and ice machines until further notice, but students do have access to bottled water and hand sanitizer until the water is safe. Live in Alabaster, Ashley Gooden, ABC 3340 News.
You are my strength, yeah.
Anaya Blanchard's name and story has inspired people near and far.
In memory of Anaya,
I plan to demonstrate the same love, kindness, and patience she extended to others.
And her celebration of life was the perfect way to show just how much she's influenced others.
The good is how we have unified, how people have traveled from distances, family, friends, what we don't know, and they've come into an atmosphere where they're looking for hope.
Hope is one of many things Anaya was able to pass on.
The people that was speaking about Anaya, you felt their heart. It was very hard to sit there and not be emotional, but overall, the presence of God was definitely in there, and you could just tell that He was among all of us, and that He's just, our strength as we continue to go forward.
And going forward, a scholarship in Anaya's name, Be Aware Bears, to spread safety awareness to children, and the beginning of the fight to make sure this never happens again to anyone between the ages of 18 and 64.
We're going to work in the Alabama legislature to get an Anaya Blanchard alert, to fill that gap in the state of Alabama. So we need you to help us fight.
She may have left this earth, but her light will keep shining.
We will miss you. We are so happy you were our sissy.
For 19 years, she worked her hardest to make sure everyone she loved was taken care of.
Take your rest now, Anaya. You've earned it. Thank you.
In Birmingham, Ashley Gooden, ABC 3340 News.